Hello, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Danielle.
And Brooke. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. We're in full pink and red garb right now. It's Valentine's Day as we're recording this.
It is. We're in a very lovey-dovey mood, I would say.
Lovey-dovey. Love is in the air. We call it Love Day. It's a great day. Before we get on into any more of the episode, we just want to say thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Last week
Thank you, New York.
Thank you for coming. Last week was a big week for the gals. Hello, you. This plant behind me.
Feathers.
Hello, Feathers. Big week for the gals. We had our first virtual live show. Thank you all for coming out. Everyone was so positive. We got to see all of your fantastic messages in the chat, meet several of you.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. By the end of the show, we were wasted. We were wasted. It was. People were saying the funniest stuff too, like Brooke and Danielle to their boyfriends after this. What you doing?
It was actually I was unhinged by the end of it. I was like, I need to go home.
Yeah, like some of the Barefoot Dreams robe, if you know, you know. Like it was so fun, and we have like all these little stories from that.
Yeah, you guys were being very funny.
Yeah, you guys were being silly geese,
and just now seeing like the success of that, we definitely want to plan to do some in person. Such a fun way to connect. It's a really good way to bring people together. At the end of the thing, I was reading some of the messages and they were like, let's follow each other on Instagram. Like, it was just very, very cute.
And before the show started, there was a chat going. People were like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. Like, where's everyone from?
Yeah.
Like, people were connecting. And then our moms joined. And,
yes.
Like, your mom said something in the chat.
And it was going so fast.
It was like,
yeah, very cute. We had to have our mom's log off at one point.
Yeah, well, story behind that, I found out my mom, it took her 30 minutes to get onto the live because she didn't follow the correct directions. So she was like, of course I stayed because I only got to see the last 30 minutes. Wow. So I was like, oh, you saw the better part. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
The juicier part. But it was so much fun and we had a blast. Like, we were just so happy after it. Like, you know, sometimes something happens and you're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But like, we both feel like so good about it.
So good.
So many amazing messages from you guys. So thank you all so much.
I did wake up and felt exposed. Like, I shared a little too much.
What was it? Friday scaries.
Yes, it was. Like, I woke up, I was like, what did I say last night? And then I just like put back the pieces. I was like, you did okay.
I know, we're like FaceTiming. Like, what did I say?
We're like, we were okay, right?
Yeah, like we were okay. We were being okay, right? So it was so fun. And then also on the day that we had our virtual live show, we also released our new Valentine's Day collection of merch. And wow, did you guys like it?
You guys really came through. The most popular, not a shock, is the white zip up. And
it's our favorite too.
And then we got the pink zip up, the tote, etc. If you didn't watch last week's episode. Yeah, the trucker hat too, of course. And then all of our old merch is obviously still available.
Yeah.
Until it's gone.
We were bolting around the city in our I knew Brooke was using the pink tote bag today, so I brought out the canvas classic tote bag. The classic one.
The classic tote. So if you didn't see last week's episode on YouTube, you could see us like modeling all the new merch and everything. So it's been so fun, so comfy to wear. I've been loving it personally, and we're starting to see like everybody's orders come through, and you know, but they're going to start shipping soon. So we're really excited.
We are.
Thank you guys.
Seriously, thank you guys so much from the bottom of our heart. I'm so happy that we did that shoot in the hotel room. It was so fun.
Yeah, very worth it.
So worth it. And it literally makes our lives. Like, we did a couple meet and greets after the show as well, and so many girls were wearing their merch.
Yeah, really, really cute. So that's galsonthegopodcast.com if you were wondering.
You can click the shop tab and it'll take you guys there.
Yeah, and make sure you follow us on Instagram at galsonthegopodcast for everything. I feel like there we have like the links to literally everything. If you're like, how do I get to this? How do I get to that?
Yeah, we just posted funny little witty Valentine's Day cards today.
Like the e-cards.
E-cards. Oh my gosh, what a blast from the past. So that was really fun. But today's episode, we're going to be talking all about like staying in your own lane, focusing on you, manifesting what you want best for your life. Because I think, and we'll get more into it, but like this weekend, I know Brooke kind of did too. We did a lot of comparing and like just jealousy and just like being jealous of other people. And Brooke, we were literally standing in line. Brooke's like, we should do an episode on staying in your own lane and like manifesting.
That's like something, I forget if it was like my mom or my dad would always say. I feel like it was like my dad. It was like he would always say like, stay the course, like whatever. Mm-hmm. And it really stuck with me because it's so easy to like get off track and like you see someone else doing something really cool or someone, you know, or someone that it might trigger an insecurity in you, and you might think that they're like doing better than you and whatever. And it all stems from insecurities, which we know. But we're not perfect people.
No.
But it always reminds me like, hey, you know, my goals are different. Our goals, Danielle and I constantly have to remind each other that
we're constantly hyping each other up.
Yeah, we're like, dude, because we'll be like comparing ourselves. We're like, we just had an amazing epic live show last night.
Yeah.
But like we're bummed out because we weren't like invited to a party.
Like a fashion week party or something. It's just, and like even in college we deal with stuff like this, or I didn't get asked on this function and all my friends did, or
me.
Whatever it may be. So we're gonna delve more deep into that in the meat of the episode. But how was your weekend?
I had a really, really relaxing weekend, actually. On that note, what did we do? Oh, Friday we hung out with Margot. Went to dinner with Margot. It was a good gals dinner. I've been like the worst. I talked about this in a Q&A. Like I have been really, really shitty about like gal time recently because like I'm in a new relationship and I'm not gonna lie, like it's I spend a lot of my free time with him, like weekends and like after work and stuff. I'm working on it, but that was like a good gals night, like just nice. Gals, no guys. Like it was literally just like us three.
It was so nice.
We
sat
there for 5
hours. Yeah, we just were drinking and chatting, and it was just fun. Good laughs.
Good laughs. And then Saturday, we were supposed to get invited. Well, we were invited. We were fully invited to something at like 5 o'clock, like a fashion week event. And then we got an email like very last minute that like, I don't know, something went wrong and like we weren't going, but I fully got ready for that. So I literally like took my pictures, changed, and then like watched TV and like read.
I know.
And then Sunday what did we do yesterday? We had stuff.
We did a show with the Dauphinette show.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we had something yesterday. So that, and then we had the Super Bowl, I guess. I personally had a really chill weekend. I didn't really, I tried to find those pockets of like chill time.
Yeah.
I feel like you had probably a more exciting weekend.
It was still like semi-chill though.
Yeah.
Like it's Friday I had a really nice day. So Friday morning I woke up a little hungover from the live show, and I had a 9:30 a.m. workout. So that was fun.
Got right to it.
Thankfully I wasn't nauseous, so like it was more of just like a headache kind of vibe. So the workout actually kind of made me feel better. And then I walked like from Soho to the West Village kind of, and I had brunch or breakfast with myself alone outside.
I saw that you did that.
Oh, it was so nice. Did you bring
a laptop or anything?
No. I was just like, I need food. And that day was so beautiful. Friday and Saturday were so beautiful. And so I sat outside and I just met subscribers. No book.
That's a true solo date.
It was so nice. I got a little orange juice and my breakfast. Wait, I went to Citizens of. Oh my God, it was so nice. Like on a pretty day sitting outside. It was just like, they were like table for one. I was like, yeah, like I owned it. It was so nice. And someone actually sent me a DM like, oh my gosh, wow, I was actually thinking of taking myself to lunch, but I got nervous. But seeing you did this made me I think I'm going to go do it now. So it made me so happy because it can be a little, you feel like you have to be on your phone or doing something. But I just sat back and I watched. It was right in front of the Red Lion, which is really funny. So my view was like of a bar that I've been at before. So that was funny. And then Friday night, we did the dinner. Saturday morning, I woke up bright and early, twice as organized, came to my apartment.
Yeah, that was a good thing that you did.
Yes, it was so great. So last time they came, I had just moved, so I hadn't even unpacked. They basically unpacked for me and like organized my closet, whereas this time it was like, okay, I've obviously acquired a lot more. I see where I put things in my closet. I see what works best. So we kind of switched some things up. And in the process, we purged a lot of my clothes. I have like 5 trash bags of clothes to donate.
That's what I said to Danielle. I was like, where did you put this stuff? Because that happens to me, like I have to wait for my parents to come to town and then we go somewhere together because the transportation, or I could throw it all in an Uber and go somewhere.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it's easier when you have someone with a car.
Yeah, no, that's
because even throwing it in an Uber, like sometimes like I don't have the space for all of this, and then you have to take multiple Ubers because you have so much stuff.
Oh yeah, I have like 5, maybe 6 bags of clothes in my kitchen right now. Like my door barely opens. Like last night, Ryan came over. I was like, just watch your step.
Yeah, just mind your step over there.
Mind your step. So I actually stayed with them for a few hours, and we like purged a lot, went through it. I'm like so happy with how my closet looks. Everyone's like, didn't they already come? And I was like, yes, but this time it's different because I like had just a lot more clothes and like I live there now, whereas I just moved in, so they were just kind of getting me.
It's designed to be a one-time thing. Sorry, I keep cutting you
off. It's not. No, it's not.
Because I thought that too about organizers. I was like, oh, they come, they set it up. But if you watch, did you ever watch that Netflix show, The Daily? What's it called? It's like The Home Edit.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe?
No, I know the girl.
Well, there's Marie Kondo.
Oh, that's.
But then there's another one that it's like these 2 women who are like Nashville based, and they do like home organizing, and they have their own system, and it's really really fun.
Show.
Yeah,
I must watch.
really really super fun, and they they say it's like the whole concept is keeping the systems in place, and sometimes you might need a little refresh, you know?
Yeah, they were like, let us know if you want us to come and switch everything out for summer. I was like, oh my gosh. But
it makes your life easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it was total. I mean, so I paid them, obviously they charged by the hour, and we did my main closet, my coat closet, and they actually did my bathroom too. And they basically sent me a ton of links beforehand. Get these bins, get this. They like organized my medicine cabinet. They used the stuff that they had me buy on Amazon. They had label makers. And so, and like I was there with them this time. So I said like, oh, like they were like, what are your most worn shoes? And they put those towards the front. Whoa. They said, do you wear like heels a lot? So I said, no. So we put them on the top where I can still see them. But like, you know, I had my more important shoes. Just like, and we realized I wear my sweatsuits more than like sweaters. So we switched up. Like, it was just really fun.
Wait, that's really practical.
I know. I'm telling you. You need to.
I know. Danielle keeps telling me I need to. And I know I do.
So, like, nice.
I could see that. Because my thing is, like, it works. Like, my systems right now, they work. Like, is it great? Like, no, I definitely step into my closet and the shoes are on the floor. But, like, I know where everything is.
No, yeah.
But I could use like I feel like it would level me up.
Yeah. I guess you have, like, a bigger closet than me. So mine's really small. So I have to, like, not really small, but I really have to like maximize my space.
Yeah, I feel like they could probably do a lot with mine.
Yeah, they really could. It's so fun. You're like amazed. They're so casual about it too. They're like, oh yeah, I'll just put this there, and then I'm like, wow.
Like their brains just work that way. How did they get to be professional organizers?
I have no idea. They're two really cute redheads that live on the Upper East Side, and they've been doing this for a while. And I found them through Katie Bellotti and Margot Oshry.
Yeah.
So
they reached out to me a while ago, like in the I mean it's still COVID, but you know what I mean? Like in like early pandemic when I first moved to New York, and they were like, hey, like we're starting, because I think they worked with Katie and stuff in the beginning when they were like getting started, and I was like, oh maybe, but like I knew I was moving. There's always excuses. I always like make excuses for everything. That's like, I need to stop. I do that for everything in my life. I'll be like, oh, I'll start working out in like a few weeks when I get like more cute workout clothes. Like I should just
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Maybe that'll be like a short-term goal of this week, like to stop making excuses.
Ooh. Remember we used to do goal of the week?
Yeah, that was fun. Maybe we could bring that back sometime.
We could. Maybe.
It's just hard because I feel like the weeks all bleed together. I'll be like, I want to work out more this week. And then it's like the next week, it's like, well, I want to work out more this week.
Yeah, yeah. It was like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Literally. So yeah, they came and then we were supposed to go to this event, so I was all dressed up, so I ended up having a night with Ryan and his roommates. And we went to the Ready Rooftop. That was really, really cool. And then from there we went to Marafuku Ramen, which is like my favorite ramen spot. While I was there, shout out Tati, who was at our live show. She said she watched our Girls Leo live show.
That's so sweet of her.
I know. And she was like, I came to this ramen place because you always talk about it, and what are the odds that I was there, which I think is hilarious.
Wait, that's so cute.
I know. Ryan was like, she probably thinks you're here all the time. If the one time
you just like live here.
Yeah. And then from there, we went to the comedy club, of course. And I met a subscriber there who went there because we go there.
I can't believe that's Danielle's every weekend activity. Like I know this weekend you don't have plans yet. Like is that going to be like the thing? Do you think?
It's just so easy. I don't know. I just like don't always just.
I get it. Well, honestly, I've been anti-bar these days because screaming in a bar, it's just not the vibe. Like being like,
it's not the vibe.
So what'd you get? I can't hear you. What'd you get?
Like, how's work? How are you?
Yeah. Like, catch me up. Like, I get it. It's.
I like long dinner, and then but I do like to dance. So like if I know it's like a dancing vibe, like I'll wait in a little bit of a line if I know it's good music and there's like a dance floor.
Yeah.
But I've just been anti-bar as well. So we just went to the comedy club instead. You could drink there. You get popcorn if you want. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's good. I like a snack moment.
A snack. So, and then yesterday we had the Dauphinette show.
Lovely. Super, super cool. I felt like every fashion show, like I'm very like new to this. I feel like Danielle, you get it a little more. Yeah. Well, you studied fashion, but I guess we're both experiencing like the shows and stuff for the first time. Every single time I go to these, I literally feel like I'm on another planet because they're just so cool. Like the looks are so cool, the models are so cool, the design is so cool, like the venue is so cool, the music. I felt like I was transported to the future. Like they're all just like standing there and they have these, and it's not just even your typical model face. Like it's like they're staring into your souls.
Yeah,
like,
literally the models are like, hello,
and then they make eye contact with like your phone. You're like, oh, hello you. Like,
I know. Like we're all like everyone just pulls out their phones and is taking photos and they're all just staring. I'm like, oh my God, do you need to breathe? Like,
I know. And I
blink twice.
I just think I feel like I would just go down, especially if I'm wearing heels. Like
and the shining lights are on them. But the clothes were seriously stunning. Like, oh my gosh, it was so cool.
Beautiful, so beautiful, and it was really cool theme. Like it was, they're very, very interesting.
It was so colorful.
got some
Had a
matcha.
little influencer matcha date with some gals.
And then
that
we
saw at the
went
show.
home and watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sports gal, you guys made a dip.
Yeah, we made a little dip, little jalapenos on top.
Do you like spicy dip? Like you like that?
We just put it on like one side.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't really like spicy, but we like went to Ryan's friend's apartment. He had a little Super Bowl thing, and I was like, we come bearing dip, and it was a hit. It was such like a couple thing.
Danielle asked me, she's like, does the dip count for both of us? I'm like, let me consult my mom's party rules.
I know. Literally, I was like, would Adina approve of this? But I literally helped Ryan make it, so I feel
you're
like
fine. That counts.
Yes, that's like
I
our
said
dip.
that and like alcohol.
Yeah. But they like obviously it was a Sunday night. I had just a couple Coronas with beer. The halftime show was so good.
So good. I didn't know what to expect when they said there was so many people. I was like, this is gonna be like it's gonna be
Everywhere.
2 seconds of everybody, and then I was like, they delivered.
Yeah, I did hear some critics saying like it was like not enough of each person, which I could agree.
Make it longer.
Make it longer. But oh my gosh, Kendrick when he came out, I just like the choreography.
I know with the boxes.
So
that was very
good.
futuristic. It was
That
giving
was
me
futuristic.
metaverse. Yeah.
It's giving meta. That was so good.
Yeah. It was a really chill weekend. I feel like I haven't had an intentionally chill weekend yet where I'm like locked in, like doing nothing. But this was like an unintentionally, like, and it kind of happened that way for me. And I really don't feel super guilty about it. I mean, I kind of like a part of me is like, wow, I wasted a weekend. But at the same time, I'm like, not really though. Like, because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm like the Virgo in me is like, so we were talking before the show, this coming weekend, I don't really have any plans. And I'm like, the Virgo in me wants to like make all these plans. But then by the weekend comes, am I going to wish that I like just went with the flow?
Yeah.
But also this past weekend was kind of weird. And like, I love hanging out with Ryan and his roommates, but I maybe would have liked to like do some girly things, you know, like have some other plans.
Not just like post up at a bar the whole time or something.
Yeah. I want to like go.
Stool.
I want to like go see a show or like walk around. I don't know. It was cold, or no, it wasn't cold.
It was really warm the one day. The one day was like 50s, like 60, like really warm.
I don't really know what I want to do. February is such a weird month.
It is. It's like the in between. I know we have some exciting stuff coming up, like March and then April, obviously, but. Yeah, the next few weeks are going to be, I told you, it's like that weird winter. Like, I told prepare for winter. Yes, I did tell you. Yeah.
I actually just started taking vitamin D. I texted.
Me too.
Yeah, no, I know, because you told me. And then I was talking to my dad, and he was like, and someone commented my YouTube video, like, living in the Northeast, like, it's really helpful to take vitamin D. And my dad was like, actually, yes. And he like sends me a link right away. He's like, take this one.
Oh, wow. My energy levels have been super low, and I really think it must be related to that.
Yeah, maybe.
Did I talk about that in the podcast or in a vlog?
Did.
Yeah.
Or with me. I don't know. Everything blends in.
I know. I can't remember, but I did my annual checkup, and my only thing that I'm deficient in is vitamin D.
Which makes complete sense.
Yeah. I mean, my parents are too, so it makes a lot of people in the North are, but because it's not like you're really like, I really go from place to place in the winter. I don't spend a lot unless I'm walking, like maybe I'll walk somewhere quickly, but it's not like I spend a lot of time outside, like in the direct sun.
It's good.
I don't know. I just have been really tired. Like today I'm pretty especially tired, but I also didn't drink any coffee today. So maybe that's on me.
I know. Same. I'm like, I haven't had coffee. I'm 2 weeks clean of coffee and like for like 2 weeks, and like my energy's low, but like, I just don't know if I want coffee,
It's the in between.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've been feeling weird.
Feeling
weird.
Funky. Feeling good, but just like, but it makes sense. It's that time of year.
It's like the winter blues.
Yeah.
A little
it's just
bit.
kind of a perpetual little cloud over you. Like good things are happening, and like this morning, oh my God, we didn't even say what we went to this morning.
Oh yeah, we went to the Museum of Sex.
Just literally our Uber dropping us off was like, happy Monday.
Yeah,
like,
we walk in, they're like, hello. We're like, oh, what a 11 a.m. Monday activity.
I know. It was perfect for Valentine's Day. Patrick Starr had a launch event for his new product for his brand One Size. So we got to go, and it was like a pink and red
so
theme,
cute.
which is perfect for Valentine's Day. And it was so fun. He was there. He gave a presentation, and then we got to it was like a fun house.
Yeah, it was basically like they paid for you to like just go around and explore, and they had games and a lot to do, a slide. They had what else?
Oh my gosh, we were like giddy running around the Museum of Sex. What else? Oh, there was like a
what, the game when you the bathroom
like
stall game?
Yeah, and like you had to grab the dick.
I mean, that's what it was. They like poked through a hole and then like you had to grab them. Danielle won. I don't really know what the scoring was based on. Did you
How
like
many
hold
dicks
them
you
the
grabbed?
whole time?
She said to tug it. She was like, hopefully you've all tugged dicks before.
I know. So then I was
like,
yanking kind of hard. I was like, I'm gonna break this thing.
Did you miss any?
Yeah.
How many? I only missed one.
I think I missed 1 or 2.
Okay, so maybe you missed literally 2 and I just beat you by 1. It's fine. It was so funny. It's like, it like rings.
Yeah,
I got a toy. Oh, he's over there.
He's a sperm. It's a little sperm. Did you show it in your vlog?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I show it
that's
in
funny.
here?
Yeah.
She was like, congrats.
I don't think we'll get demonetized. It looks like a little fish, but it's, I guess sperm kind of look like fish, right? It's literally anatomy. Like we're literally in like
So this is what Happy Monday. It was such a great way to start the day. We were like in the best mood leaving and we're like, now we're gonna go record
that. And the live show, we've just been raunchy lately. The gals have gotten raunchy.
Brooke was like, are we rebranding? Like, I think
this is the 24
23
level up. Yeah, well, I'm almost 25 now.
Yeah.
Have you seen that TikTok of the girl saying like how old she is? She's like, I'm 25. I'm 25.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Like, cause she doesn't actually say it. Like,
oh, she's like, I'm 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No one needs to know. Yeah, so that was really fun this morning.
And tomorrow we'll have to keep you guys updated. We're going on a helicopter. So
that's that.
The way that Danielle and I like both, like we text her like, hey, did you get this DM from a brand? Like you'll probably see it on our Instagrams or whatever. And the way that I justified it was like the content from this that we'll be able to talk about.
Go on a helicopter? Like, let's go. Yeah. It's really cool. It's with Milk Makeup. They're launching a new mascara called Rise. So we're going to rise above the city with them. So cool. So honored. I've been
loving Milk. So it's almost like we manifested.
I know. We were talking about them on the show. You brought them up last week or the week before. So very excited about that. Yeah. Check out our Instagrams at Brooke Michio, Danielle Carolyn. And next weekend we have a little trip planned. So that'll be fun.
That'll be very fun. We have to figure out the logistics of that still, but I mean, it's planned, but like now we just need to, when you have like it booked and like maybe like one little thing like the transportation figured out, but then you need to do like,
once you're there.
Once the activities, the food, we should make s'mores.
Well, like I was thinking like Bailey's with like coffee or hot cocoa.
Oh, I love that.
It's a winter trip. Is all I have to say.
The other day when we went upstate, we got boozy milkshakes. Have you ever had one of these?
No.
Dude, so good.
Did it have Bailey's or something like that? Or Kahlua or something?
The flavor was caramel, so I want to say it was like just vodka or something, but you couldn't taste it.
Wow,
maybe a little bit, but like enough that like you knew it. Like,
did you
was
feel
in there.
It after you drank it? Did you like?
You guys shared it? We shared it.
I saw the 2 straws. Yes, I remember now. I was like, this bitch is sitting and slurping with a man. Who would have thought?
Not me. I'm like, please, you can get your own.
I know, that's so you. And then I was like, oh, they're sharing. I meant to swipe up. I swipe up on like every single one of Brooke's stories, so I have to like hold myself back.
Private stories, the VIP content.
I'm like a story replier in general, though. I don't know about
you. You are, Danielle. I love you a lot. You're all up in everybody's fucking business on the stories.
I respond to everyone's stories.
And I know it comes from a good place.
Oh, you think it's a bad thing?
No. Well, I don't think it's a bad thing. I know you, and I know that you're just like a genuinely interested person. But I have those people that reply to all my stories, not you, that I'm like not that good of friends with, and I'm like, damn, this bitch again. Like, and I know that it comes. Maybe people are gonna be like, damn, Brooke, you're mean. But do you not have that for yourself?
No, I love when people respond to my stories.
I have the nosy Nellies in my fucking DMs,
like asking questions.
Like they'll just be like, oh, with what brand?
I saw that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Well, because but people will be like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. I'm like, wait, tell us more. Like, I want to know. And I know she'll respond to me, hopefully. So I'm like, tell me, bitch.
No, I think it's funny. Because I know that with you, it does come from like a genuine curiosity place. Yeah. But the way that, maybe that's just my mind, like reading it in a way where they're like, oh, like you're working with like that brand. Like, oh, I've heard about them, like, or something,
Oh,
you know,
well,
like,
depending on who it is. Yeah. Hopefully when people see mine, it's not, I'm not even always asking questions. Certain people I'll be like, what's going on? But a lot of times I'm like, oh my God, obsessed. Or I'll be like, LOL. And I'm like, why did it's like, it's such a habit. Like I'll do it with people's Snapchats too. Like, I don't know why I do that, but
that's like me after I have a few drinks, but
I respond to like all of your stories. I'm like, oh my God. Like Brooke I'll be like hot. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, cute. Oh my gosh, where from?
And then I open it. I'm like, which one do I reply to?
I know there's so many.
Yeah.
No, it's very. I'm proud.
A proud story. So are you more story? This is a good question. A good poll this week. Are you more of a story replier or a silent observer?
Oh yeah, story.
Because I'm definitely the silent observer.
I thought you were gonna say story replier versus post commenter, like a feed comment or story reply.
Okay.
I'm probably a story replier more.
In private versus like commenting and
not on purpose because it's private, but because it's easier to swipe up.
I get
sometimes
that.
I forget to comment, but like I think
I
get
that.
What about you?
And I want to be clear that that's not like me shading anybody. Like I appreciate the people who DM and they're like, where you're close from. Like I'm not saying
you
it
mean
like
our friends.
It's more so like the people you kind of know that you feel like they're already kind of like in your business and like fishing, like fishing for like something, and you're like. Right. Up to no good.
Up to no good, shady business.
Yeah, like the shady
business. Wait,
business.
so do you think you comment more or story reply more?
I've been trying to get better about commenting because I know how good it feels like when people comment on mine. So I've been making a more active effort to comment like, pretty, you look so good, like whatever. And I mean, I guess it's bad to comment on people's looks. But like if I see a friend's post, I'm like, damn, like they look especially good here, like letting them know versus just liking it. Because so often we'll just like it and be like, damn, they look so good. But you don't think to like go out of your way and be like, damn, like you're glowing, Yes,
that's actually funny. I'm gonna try and do that more.
Let's all do that. Spread more positivity.
Like our friend Ariana, she posted a photo the other day, and in my head, I'm like, this is the most beautiful photo I've ever seen of her ever. And I like scrolled past, and I was like, let me tell her.
Yeah.
And I literally said, this is my favorite photo of you ever. Like
that's so meaningful. Like, because then you read a comment like that, and you're like, damn, like that's so
Let's all
amazing.
Do that. Comment, but like be genuine about it. But if you feel like there's something you want to comment about, or reply a story, do whatever.
I some like little like phrases will like make my day, something like that.
Yeah,
and it could just be I'm so happy for you. Anything like that, like those are really really sweet. Yeah, I think there's a time and a place. Like I see. Honestly, with friends, I will even, which I know I just said I don't like a nosy Nelly, but I'll ask questions. Like if I see that they went somewhere and I'm like, oh my God, I've been so curious about this hotel. Like, did you like it? Like genuinely, like I feel like that's a better DM. That's better suited for a DM response.
Yeah.
But
I comment that.
Yeah.
Like, how's the hotel? And then you're having like a text.
Yeah. So while we're on the topic,
that's funny.
It's also easier for us because I feel like with a lot of people, they already know that they have like the DM conversation open.
Yeah.
So once you already have it going, like it kind of goes more. So I don't know how to describe that, but I have like so many just unread, like of just replies that not that they have a question, but more like meaningless. Not, I don't want to say meaningless. What do I want to say? Like, just people. I'm like gonna show you like a scroll through here. Yeah.
Oh,
like, I love this place. Like, great dinner spot. You looks like you're having fun. Like I'm like, what do I say back to those things? But I'm bad like that.
I know. I actually will say, this is funny you're saying that. My mom says you like never respond to her.
I know. I'm sorry, Michelle.
My mom's like, Brooke always doesn't respond to my, because she's every morning I wake up, she's reacted.
No, okay, but let me show you. Did you see that TikTok I sent you? And it was like POV, your
is that like my mom
responding to your suggestions?
Oh, that's literally my mom. That's literally my mom. She reacts. She'll be like, oh, where's this? Or she hard eyes every single.
I don't mean it intentionally.
I told her,
they get lost in there.
No, I was like, Mom, trust me, it's not on purpose. She literally loves
promise
you.
It's not. Like I need to show you now. And
it was just funny since you said that. I was like, wow. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh no! I've been so bad, guys. I know. I'm sorry. Okay,
that's a paragraph.
These were all from the
live show.
The live show.
Yeah.
That was like so. That was 3 in a row.
And you texted
right there.
her that day.
I did. And like these were just clapping. Do you reply when someone reply?
No, if it's
like a clapping emoji or like a fire or something.
Unless it's someone I'm like, wow, like thank you for the fire, but not usually.
Okay, this is a good question because I'm curious on your thoughts. Because I'll say it. I have this person in my life who they continuously, and I know that I'm in a relationship. I'm very, very happy with my boyfriend. People know he's out there or whatever. And I've had this person that has been doing this for a while, and I know that he's in a relationship too, and I know his girlfriend, and he replies to like so many of my stories with a fire emoji.
That's so uncomfortable.
Right? I would not want my boyfriend to be responding that to other women.
No. fire emoji, like out of all the emoji, like thumbs up if anything. Come on, buddy.
I feel that.
Yeah,
And
that's really strange.
It's always been very weird to me. And it's like someone that I like see sometimes and I'm like, how's it going? You know, like
the fire emoji on my mirror selfie last night.
Or like my workout selfie. I'm like, that's freaking gross.
Yeah,
like, please
really,
stop.
really,
I don't like that.
That's really strange.
Right?
Yeah, no.
And nothing else said except for just flames, flame. And sometimes it's not even just the singular flame. It will be like 3 flames. I'm like, oh, did you go into the keyboard for this?
I know. Like, did you tap the flames 3 times? Damn.
I don't know. I've always found that really weird.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive on Instagram
story
today.
Replies. Sorry, that just slipped out.
No, I'm really excited to hear your guys' thoughts. We'll have to do like a poll on it.
Yeah, I just feel like that's, and it's not like, I'm not gonna be out here like it's cheating. Like, I guess it's subjective to everyone's opinion, but like, would I reply to someone's story with the flame like in a like a guy's like no, you know what I mean?
No.
So I find that interesting, and I would definitely be bothered if I knew my boyfriend was doing that to someone else.
I'd
Wouldn't
be
you?
Hot and bothered.
Yeah.
No hot, just bothered.
I would just be bothered. I would simply be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to test the waters here.
Should we talk about something we're loving?
Yeah.
Like, should we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, continuing with the lovey-dovey mood, Love is Blind season 2. That's what I watched this weekend on my weekend in. I need to get you to watch it because I want to do a deep dive on it next week, and it might be too soon.
I've seen the first season.
No, like you have to watch the new
you want me to? Okay, yeah.
I know. Okay.
So much TV.
I know. Okay, well, if you don't, then I'm going to tell everybody here, you got to do your homework this week. We're going to watch it so I could talk a little bit more about it next week.
Yeah.
At least.
Maybe I'll watch an episode.
The first episode's really good.
I enjoyed Love is Blind because it came out like during or like right before quarantine or whatever. And it was so entertaining.
So entertaining. I mean, it's just it's bizarre, but at the same time it's not, because like the people all give like very like normal vibes. I don't know how to describe that, but like it's
because you build such a deep relationship with them, talking for hours,
and you could put yourself in their shoes and be like, I could like see how I could fall in love with someone like that. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, it's so nuts. And then like when you do like reunite, like see them for the first time, you have so much love for them. I feel like. But so
some
exciting.
of them don't like the way the other person looks or whatever, and like they'll sit there and be like, literally the only thing that matters is personality. It only comes down to that. But then they see the person, they're like, I'm straight, I'm not attracted to them. Like, what do you do?
Yeah,
you can't force that.
That's really hard. That's, oh my god. So does it get juicy?
Yeah, it's good.
Ooh.
So I would say watch it. It's like they released it.
Did you finish it?
They put out 6 episodes, and then they're putting out the rest of the 6 on this Friday, and then like the finale will be in a little bit. But we're like on the episodes now where the couples are together, they're engaged, and now they live together for a month before they get married.
Okay, that's good.
It's just juicy. Like, it's just good reality TV. There's a lot of good Netflix content. There's that other show that we wanted to watch, that Anna show.
Anna Delvey?
Yeah, did you start it?
No, I really want to.
We should watch that.
Yeah, we should.
Cool. Well, that would be on the list. What's
I'm
your favorite?
There's so much content.
So much content
like that's
right
now.
now.
I'm like zoning out. I'm like, holy crap.
I know.
I have to read. There's shows I want to watch. I really want to watch The Tinder Swindler. Did you watch
No, I heard it's good though. It's only one. It's 2 hours or something. Yeah. You and Ryan could probably watch it.
Yeah, I just caught up with How I Met Your Father, so now I guess they're uploading every Tuesday, yeah. So that's really good. It's just like I put that on like at night.
It's like feel good show, right?
It's so
like don't you laugh
good.
And you're like, Hilary Duff is the best.
Yeah, I like it. I'm sure I would like How I Met Your Mother then.
You would. I mean, it's a little bit like older now because it's like more dated. Like this is cool because it's like current time, so they'll make like references to like current things. Josh Packett, hello,
I know. And Kim Cattrall.
Yes, I know, it's an iconic cast.
Like, hello, Samantha.
I know she can do Sex and the City reboot for this, but I'm here for it. Like as she should be doing this.
Do you think that's what? No.
Oh,
okay, I was like,
no.
wait.
I just mean like she's clearly still working. It's not like she's retired.
I know. I would love to see her in Just Like That, but whatever. Did you? Yeah, we finished. We won't do a deep dive on Just Like That.
There's no need. There's no need.
It's done. Did you watch the documentary though?
No. Should I watch it?
So well done.
Really? How long?
It was like an hour and a half. It was like a movie. It was so. I love like I know you like documentaries too. It was so good, and it like shows you like a lot of the cast members. They seem like they're the same in real life. Like they're just like really good friends. Like. They show like the costumes that they like do different sections. So like costumes, writing, directing, like how they thought about certain things, like how involved Sarah Jessica Parker was, more so than I thought, in like behind the scenes and stuff. It was just so good.
Wow.
It's really good.
I'll
like
check it
folding laundry, like wanting to watch something girly cute. So good.
I always need a background watch because I'll be like in and out of rooms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually,
you probably too.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be like a background watch.
Okay.
Just because it's good visuals. But yes, I know when you're like leaving the room.
Not intent. Like I'm not like it's half on, but you know, if I'm cooking or something and it's like,
I did that with How I Met Your Father when I was like I can like hear it. I'm like, okay, laugh track, ha ha ha. Like,
yeah.
So, my favorite this week is a beauty product. It's the Ella Luz beauty oil.
I've never heard of this brand.
It's fab. It's Camila Coelho's beauty line, and they have like I got introduced to it because of Kelly, because she like did an Ella Luz trip, and she like does Camila's makeup a lot, and she has like a lot of just glowy products. But the beauty oil, it's like a serum basically, but I believe it's meant to like either mix with your foundation or put on before and like really work it into your skin, and your skin looks so glowy. I love using it, and it's just great. And that's all. I just like putting it on before I put on my makeup.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna have to try that out. Do you consider yourself to have dry or oily skin?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny because you know, like when PR people ask you, like,
tell me about your skin or something.
Yeah, I've been saying combination lately because sometimes it's oily, but sometimes it's been really dry lately. Mm-hmm. What would you say?
I say dry, and I say acne prone typically because I like more sensitive products. Well, I would say sensitive, dry, acne prone. Those would be like my big three.
Yeah.
So what did you say?
What are your big three? Dry, oily. Wait, what were your big three again?
Sensitive, but that's like an add-in. I feel like so sensitive, dry, and then acne
mine's
prone.
Really sensitive. Because it gets like red really easily.
That's what I'm saying. Like I barely introduce new like crazy products in because I'm more like likely to break out or have like a really weird like rash.
I would say sensitive and dry.
Yeah.
My big two. I can't really, because like right now it doesn't get too oily. I mean, obviously you get oily like here, you know, T-zone.
Same. But I'm all over the place though, because like today I use like a matte foundation, but then I use like glowy products on top, and I feel like that was That's
a good balance.
That was good, yeah.
Balance. Life is about balance.
Yeah, because if I use too much oily stuff, like you know, how some people look like glowy, like the Glossier effect. Like I look like I bathed in oil.
Yeah, I was watching back one of our episodes, and I was baby oiled up.
Really, you
and
felt
like
that?
I thought in person, I thought it looked really good and glowy, but maybe with the ring light and everything, it just looked.
I think camera makeup is always different.
Yeah, we need glam.
No, it is. Like I always talk about my mom.
Adina
with the QVC type of stuff, like she always, you know, gets like glam, or she like has learned. She always used to teach me like to get HD makeup and stuff. Like that was always a thing.
Makeup Forever HD foundation. That's so true.
Always blot before, because you might think that it looks good to have a little shine, but like on camera it's like boom, you know.
Yeah, I guess like if on a day we knew we were just filming and then taking off my makeup, I would probably go more matte. That's actually a good tip to bring up.
Yeah. Not that it really matters. I mean, live your life. Like, I think it can look good. I'm
like,
we talk about the Olaplex bun. I have a confession. I did an Olaplex bun this week.
I meant to put that on my story. I forgot to. I screenshotted it.
Oh, it's okay. I did it, and honestly, people were commenting on my Instagram that my hair looked shiny. So I don't want to say it.
No, you made me want to try it. I've been wanting to, and I just haven't.
But the thing is, I'm not gonna like I ran to I was in slippers, like ran to Danielle's apartment to like pick something up, and then ran back. Like I was like, oh, I forgot I left the house looking like this, but like not good. I look like a boy. Like I looked like a young colonial boy with my hair back like that.
Wait, I didn't take the chance to like look at you in a bun because I never see you. But I don't remember thinking it was bad actually.
No, it was giving young colonial.
Young colonial.
Young.
No, it was so funny, you guys. Brooke texted me, don't judge me, I'm coming over in an Olaplex bun.
I still don't even know how to do like the claw clip properly, so like I'm still working on like that portion of it. My hair doesn't fit in them.
Oh, I know, it's a whole thing. It's so hard too, because like I've seen Olaplex buns done right where it's like the sleek.
Oh yeah.
And then,
well, do you use like a certain comb for that?
Yes, you need a boar bristle brush. That's what I was just fixing my hair with. It helps with flyaways.
Oh my god,
too.
I don't know what these
but it helps
new
to,
beauty
like,
trends are.
Pull your hair back. If I didn't have hair extensions, I would literally do it every day. But it's kind of hard. I have to like work around it. But
I just don't like. I feel like an egg. Like I just don't think it suits my head. I feel like it doesn't suit my double chin. It doesn't suit like a lot of things about me when I do go for that.
I mean,
look.
If you don't like it, like definitely don't do it.
But this was effective. So I have a spray bottle. So they say because your hair should be like damp kind of. So I got my hair like damp, and I used Olaplex number 3. I don't know which
Mambo
ones.
number 5. Olaplex number 3. Is that still your like favorite song?
It's in my top like 5 for sure. So fun. Oh my God. That gets me to the dance floor. I hear, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. And I am sprinting.
Brooke is running to the dance floor. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I love it. Should we do our question of the week?
Yes.
All right. So this is going up a couple days after Valentine's Day, but we had to do something a little V-Day themed. What is your favorite Valentine's Day candy?
We just got it in this gift bag, which is why I'm hyped.
That's clutch.
Yeah. I like good old Hershey's. I grew up going to Hershey
chocolate?
Park. Yeah.
Hershey Park.
Give me milk chocolate. And I don't care. Like, people will be like, I want the premium, like the high quality stuff. Like, I don't, like Hershey's is great for me.
Oh, like what? Like Ghirardelli or?
You're even more premium than that, like a local chocolatier. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hershey is great.
Yeah.
Do you like s'mores?
I'll do it, but I like the cookies and cream flavor one, you mean? Oh, no, s'mores.
Are you thinking ice cream? No, I mean like good old s'mores, like over the fire with the Hershey's chocolate bar,
of course.
And granola.
Yeah,
granola,
yeah. We talked about this. I said on our cabin. Oh, I just gave it away. I just gave it away.
Yeah, we're going on a cabin trip.
Okay, well, on that, we can do s'mores.
Oh, yeah, so Hershey's chocolate bar. And then for me, I was reflecting back because I've never been a big sweets person, but
yeah, you're not.
I'm not a big candy person. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, candy, but I do like sour things typically. And I remember growing up, when I would get a Valentine that had the Fun Dip insert. Oh, I love Fun Dip.
Ooh,
like it was like the stick and you dip it in the powder.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Would you do the like knock it back and just do the powder?
No, I liked the stick and then you lick it and oh my gosh,
okay.
So if any of you get me Fun Dip, I will not be mad.
Wow, that's a good one.
That was my favorite. It's kind of unique. But
do you ever do like baby bottle pop? Because that's kind of like a similar concept. Like you lick it and like the powder's on the inside.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got that. I like drink pops though. And what else? Nerds, sour, Smarties.
Did you do like sour punch straws, like those kind of
Yeah. So good. And I like Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, I haven't been crazy into like sweet cravings, so I've been definitely more on the salty.
Did I tell you I bought the cutie ice cream sandwiches because you got them?
They're so good.
They're so good.
Perfect little bite.
They're so good. They're these dairy-free ice cream sandwiches I grew up on. I didn't even know they were dairy-free.
Me neither.
Okay.
And I grew up on them too. Like I feel like, and then they get kind of sticky. They get on your hands a little bit, but it gives you like the memories. They just sell them at like local grocery stores. I guess I saw them and I was like, oh my God,
perfect nightcap.
It is.
It's so good.
They don't taste like they're dairy free. Like what's in them?
I don't know. Some kind of good.
Yeah.
Like they're so good. That's like one thing. Every now and then I'll be craving some chocolate. And it's usually, like I hate to say, it's around my period typically.
That's when I'm on my period. That makes sense.
I know. I'm feeding into that stereotype.
It's not I think it's like a real thing that happens in your brain, like chemically.
Isn't that weird though? Like, I want chocolate. And then every time I'm like, I am on my period. So weird.
It must be a thing. I feel like a lot of those cliches of life come from a basis of like a fact. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, girls love chocolate. It's like, no, like we scientifically do, you know? Like
scientific fact.
Yeah. If we could talk about science for a second.
Yeah, like let's just talk about science.
Should we talk about some topics, things that we've been feeling lately?
Things I've been feeling lately. So we've talked about this in an episode probably last September, right after New York Fashion Week. And obviously this only applies to us and like probably some of you though. We've met so many viewers and followers at like events. We literally met like
some today. Yeah,
I don't know if they were listeners or
I think they're podcast listeners.
Okay,
they were very, very sweet. Yeah,
today they were at the event. Well, I'm sure they're probably doing their own thing too, but I feel like so many people are like influencers.
Yeah.
So with that, especially if you live in New York City, you can start to really compare yourself because there's all these events and you obviously want to go to them and you want to, you know, say you went, whatever it may be, and obviously have fun. But it's really, really tough sometimes when it's like when you feel like everyone else was there and you didn't get invited, or you know, like we were saying earlier, on a smaller scale, or not a smaller scale, just a different scale, like, oh, I didn't get invited on this date night, or I didn't get invited to my friend's party, or
I think that's the best way to like apply it is
that's how it feels.
Yeah. Or like this person did like a small intimate dinner like that I wasn't invited to. Like that's when it like hurts the most. I feel like I justify it more when it's like a big like not a big thing, because obviously that sucks to be left out of, but if it's like someone that actually means something to you,
Yeah.
like that's when it's more like dagger to the heart. But if it's like a friend of a friend of a friend and you're like, oh, I wasn't invited, like whatever, I'll, you know, or someone you didn't have much of a connection to, that's when I could like in my head it's better. But if it's something that you're like, damn, like they intentionally didn't invite me to, like that sucks.
No, it's really, really sucks. And like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we do a pretty good job of being like, I'm so happy with where I am and what I'm doing. But for some reason, when Fashion Week comes around, not even just us, like we like talked to some people this weekend about it. Like, you're just constantly on your story, like, oh, where are they? Like, why didn't I get invited? Like, oh my God, maybe I did. Like, I don't know. Like, oh my God, did you get invited to this or you went to this? It's so tough.
Like, they were invited backstage, but this person's sitting front row. It's like, and then you see people post, and I honestly, we feed into it sometimes. Like, we'll be, I know, because last Fashion Week, we're like, oh, like we're running all around, like, oh, we're so busy, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what's your schedule this week? I can't. I'm done. I'm
done asking people because it really triggered me this weekend. People are like, what's your schedule for Fashion Week? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like this Fashion Week, to be fair, is really, really weird. A lot of designers sometimes they canceled their shows last minute this weekend, or like sent out invitations last minute or whatever. Like it's just I feel like February Fashion Week is always a little bit smaller, a little bit more intimate anyways.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way.
September Fashion Week, I'm not complaining. It was so much fun. We got to do so many cool things. Like Brooke said, we're running around and we love that hustle and we were so excited. But I think sometimes this stuff like this makes it feel like it's like your worth is dependent on like what
did you get invited to this, or what are you doing, or like and that's why even this weekend when I was like having a bit of a slower weekend, I was like, damn, like am I a loser because I wasn't invited to anything today? And I went on Instagram and then I saw that everyone and their mother was invited to this fantastic party on Saturday. I'm like, oh wow, I'm a piece of shit, I guess, like
yeah, it's just like but then like I think you said in an episode recently, like it's selfish to think like it's all about you. Like it's not like they intentionally.
Of course not. They don't. They just simply don't know who I am.
And it's like really crazy. Like today, the event we went to. Oh my gosh! Shout out Morgan.
Yeah,
that we met you today
so
at the One Size event. Like she said, she listened to our podcast. She was a fan, and maybe she's the reason we were there. You know what I mean? Like there's people who like
it's all
teams
connections
behind these events. It's all connections.
We're learning that, and a simple. If I could give you guys any piece of advice for literally any industry, like a simple thank you or a simple connection goes so far.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these things, they are just like people that are like expert networkers that they're just like going after it. Or I don't want to blame it on a lot of this, but a lot of it is a lot of like nepotism-y type stuff. Like
definitely.
people. Oh, like my parent had a connection at this thing, and I mean, I've definitely played into my mom's connections at points in my life.
I
stuff,
would too.
So
that's just like
I get it, but that is it. So it's easy to like see on Instagram and be like, damn, like they're just living the life. It's like no, they started off with, and we obviously have a lot of privilege too, Danielle and I. We came from like great backgrounds and like that set us up for success. But some people have that even more. So if you think about it like that, you have to give yourself self-talk of like, you don't know their situation, you don't know who they know that's there, you don't know.
Literally,
yeah.
Especially like you don't know their situation, because there was some like Instagram stories I saw this weekend and I was like, wow, like they sat front row at that show or whatever, and I come to find out that they snuck in.
Exactly. You were
and I'm like, shit, like I was there, I should have just stayed. Like I just didn't know. But like obviously all they show on their stories is front row at this show. Like they're not gonna say,
you don't
like,
see
guys,
the
I
dirty
snuck
details.
in.
Like everyone should sneak it. Yeah
a lot of there's a lot of teams behind it all. There's managers, there's agents, there's publicists, there's a lot going on. And I think that was just something that I dealt with this weekend. And like it's just like hard when you see like a lot of your friends at something and you're like, why not me?
We constantly have to remind ourselves though that we like, this is like what Danielle and I go back and forth with, that we have different goals than a lot of these people. A lot of these people, they're on platforms, like their biggest following is on a platform that isn't
our biggest platform.
Yeah, they don't have a podcast. Many of them don't do YouTube. You know what I mean? And not that it matters like what your
this
thing
is. Just
is.
what we have to like help each other with.
The self-talk, and we go back and forth and we'll be like, like we said, we had a crazy successful live show. So if you guys could apply this theory to yourselves, because I definitely used to do that in college, spiral and be like, why wasn't I invited to that date night? Or, I ran for, I got lucky and I got it, but like I ran for exec of my sorority. Like there was a girl who ran against me and didn't get it. You know what I mean? So what is her self-talk? We're friends now and she's great and everything. But like, then you have to remind yourself, like, am I making sense? Like you're great in other, like, okay, like this might not be like my area of thriving, but like I'm gonna take my talents elsewhere and like apply that somewhere else, because I'm great and I'm talented and I'm amazing. So
yeah, we took a lot of it back to gratitude this weekend. We were literally like, holy crap, so many people got tickets to come to our virtual live show. We got to do a meet and greet. Like, there are people that listen to us and follow us and watch us that like truly care about our lives enough to spend a Thursday night with us. And even some of our friends on other platforms were like, you guys are so lucky. Like, your followers actually know your middle name and love you and know your family and your parents and like follow you along everything and whatever.
Genuinely know us. It's not just like they see and nothing wrong with this. Like, I mean, sometimes I wish that, you know, maybe I was more so known for my looks or something. But,
yes,
you know,
sometimes it might be easier.
But it's not just like, oh, yeah, like they're so cute. I follow them on Instagram or whatever. It's like,
oh, like we grew up with them.
Yeah.
And we have to remind ourselves of that because I'm just so used to it, which I never take it for granted, but we're so used to it because we've grown up on it. We've been doing it with you guys for so long. And I forget that, like, that's not how everyone is. Like, some people, like you said, are literally known for like their outfits they post
or one specific like niche thing that they do. Yeah.
Whereas people are like, oh, Danielle has family reunions in Illinois every summer.
That's crazy
or like,
when you really think about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's nuts. So like, it was a lot of gratitude, and we just got like a really cool opportunity, you know, email recently, and we're like, holy crap, like
we got that amazing email, and then yet the next day we were like down in the dumps, and we're like, we got to bring this back.
So we're bringing it back today on the podcast with you guys, and we were like a little worried to talk about this because we never wanted to seem like we're, you know, complaining, but it's more of just like being real with you guys because yes, we went to some shows and we were posting and we were so excited, but like didn't want you guys to think like we're just like running around and we're like so busy. Like,
no. And it's never complaining though, because I could see how it could come across that way, and we don't want it to be that way because obviously we realize
it's just the world that we're in, and we're just letting you guys in on it.
And I think it could be, like we said, applied at more small scale to anything. You know, you see I have so many friends that are seeing their coworkers get promoted, but they're not. And it's hard. Yeah. It's so hard. And the biggest thing is like, you just have to, and it's so hard to do, but if you could learn to do it, I'm struggling too, is literally to stay in your lane and stay focused, because worrying about them isn't going to propel you any further. You know what I mean?
It's so true. So I was listening to our friend Eli's podcast, and she did an episode all about, because, you know, we've talked about on the show, that girl aesthetic. That girl. And I never thought about it like this. And obviously, like, I'll probably still say things like trying to be that girl. But Eli was like, what if we reframe this to being this girl, as in like this girl? Because like you were just saying, it's so easy to be like, oh, why am I not like that? Why am I not like that? Why am I not cleaning my apartment every 5 seconds and waking up in the morning and using my fancy blender and like
waking up flawless? Like,
yes.
I'm going to be honest, guys, the people on Instagram, they don't even look like the people on Instagram.
Yeah.
Seeing more and more of this weekend, like you see a beautiful and like everyone is so beautiful, like they truly are, and it's just like many different inside and out, but like they don't even look like that. I mean, many people are open about the fact that they Facetune and whatever, but you see people and you'll be like, damn, your makeup did not look like that on the internet.
Yeah,
the
like I thought you had like glowy Charlotte Tilbury skin, and it made me feel like shit. But then me and them in person, not like they had bad skin, but I was like, oh, like she
that
has,
looks
like,
more like mine.
Yeah, like there's like, okay, so
I see
like,
your pores, like,
yeah,
because
perfect.
I see pores on my skin too.
Yeah, and so I think that's something Brooke and I always talk about. Like, we don't want to Facetune because God forbid someone meets me in person and they're like, that's not her.
Yeah, I definitely try. I've body edited in the past, and that was
same.
Good.
When I was younger.
No good.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I'll get DMs sometimes be like, girl, we know you Facetune this. And I fully didn't.
No, but now iPhones have new modes. Like you could take it on wide. You know, we record, even our vlogs are in wide. And sometimes I'll do a body shot on the camera vlog. And I'm like, I definitely don't look like that, you know?
Yeah, no. So it's definitely true. But I think it's more of like the facial, like, I don't know. But we like, I mean, I'll admit sometimes like we have our thumbnails. Like we take these thumbnails for the show, and it's like my skin is like an oily ball.
Oh,
we'll like smooth it up.
I definitely smooth. It's not even about that. It's more so just that we're comparing ourselves to that girl, but that girl isn't even that girl.
Exactly.
It's so crazy.
Point being,
it's so crazy. Like,
so why don't you just focus on being this girl? Because like Eli just said, I really suggest going to listen to that episode, but it was so empowering. It was
what's
like,
her podcast is Miss Congeniality.
The Miss Congeniality with Eli Rallo.
I was on an episode.
I know.
Yeah, we talked about like Greek life and stuff. It was very interesting. Did a whole deep dive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had like just met her then, I guess, or maybe.
Yeah, it was because I've known her for a while now.
Yeah, you introduced me to her because like when I first moved to New York, Brooke was like, these are the New York TikTokers you need to follow, because I wasn't on. I thought I'd be on New York TikTok.
It was at that one party,
the VIP list party.
The VIP list party, and I was like saying hi. I was working the room, and Danielle was like,
so impressed.
How do you know all these people?
I had just moved to New York City like the week before, and Brooke was like, these are the. And then They're all over my
it's
feet
like,
now.
Carly, nice to see you. Eli, as the brother.
I was like, holy crap, I'm in New York TikTok. I'm really thankful you took me to that because now I've met all of them. So thank you.
Of course, yeah. I told everybody that you were coming. Like before Danielle moved here, obviously I like not prepped everyone, but I was like, prep call. I was like, my podcast partner's moving here, and everyone probably was like, oh, okay, like I don't know who that is, but then
they're here.
The gals. So yeah, I need to listen to that episode.
It's really, really good. It's just more focusing on like what makes you feel good. Sure, that girl goes for runs every morning, but do you like going for runs?
No.
And I literally was saying
no.
I know, I was literally saying to the camera or the podcast, I was like, no, Eli, no, I don't. So like, what makes you feel good in the morning? Like that girl journals every morning as soon as she wakes up and uses her crystals, but does that make you feel good? Maybe something else. Like maybe
some people don't believe in that. They're like, oh, that's too woo for me. Then don't,
Then literally don't. I think that girl aesthetic is so specific, and I really realized that when I was listening to her podcast. It's like
people will ask us even. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm really just
no. I'm cutting. No, we're bantering.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
I don't feel that way.
People will ask us to be like, oh, do you guys use like the 5-minute journal too? Because it seems like everybody's using this damn 5-minute journal. I'm like, no, I don't. No, and I'm sure it's great, but I just use like a regular, just blank sheets of paper when I journal. Sometimes I don't journal at all.
And that works for you.
Life I'm in. Yeah. So I don't think you need, like, I always see those on TikTok, like you need these specific products to be like.
Yeah, we could like literally go through them. So it's like the 5-minute journal, a NutriBullet, Olaplex. What are other like that girl?
Like a set workout set.
Oh yeah, like an Aritzia workout set.
And
it's not like, I mean, we like a lot of these things, but it's like
of course
in this specific.
But buying those products isn't going to make you happier or make you more successful or make you whatever. And I feel like for so much of my life, I live that way. I would be like, oh well, once I lose 10 pounds, I'll be happier.
Yeah.
Once I get that new designer purse, I'll be happier. Like, did that make me proud that I was able to buy it for myself? Of course. And like I love and I wear with outfits, but I'm not going to say it made me happier.
No,
not at all.
Definitely. I'm trying to think of other things, or like literally like specific body washes that girls would show.
Yes,
the aesthetic.
Well,
and
the Away products, we love them. They're great. Or
yeah, but it's like you feel like, oh, my Target candle is like not sufficient enough for this. I have to have the $45 Away candle, and it's not. Again, we like a lot of these things, but you go in your head, it's like, oh, I'm not perfect if I don't have like the MEJ claw clip. It has to be
so
the
expensive.
MEJ.
It's like $90.
Yeah, and it doesn't fit my hair well. Like I want them to come up with different. I like the square rectangle ones better. They fit my hair better.
See,
I know, and so that's this girl. This girl
knows.
This girl likes rectangle claw clips, and that's that on that.
Also, kind of cool to have a little bit of originality in there, just because it's like the one. And I know I buy a lot of the popular products too because they're popular. Yeah,
and like we're curious about them.
Yeah, but it's also cool to find your own thing and be like, everyone's wearing like this one popular like coat, but like. I like this one. It keeps me warm. Who cares? Literally, who cares?
That was so pure of you. It keeps me warm. That was so sweet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have done that my whole life. Like, I felt like it was always keeping up with the Joneses, especially at college. Everyone would get like these earrings. They were heinous. In my opinion, they were like.
Wait, say that? What?
Everyone would get like these earrings, and I'm just talking about like various trends. Yes. I'm thinking of many different trends now. Like there was like one that was like a big feather. There's one whatever. I personally find those earrings heinous. At least on myself, on everything. Like I wear a big earring, and I'm like, I don't feel like myself. I feel like out of character. Why would I do that and spend all that money on something just to fit, like to quote, fit in?
College, I really did it. Well, we both really did. There was like really specific trends, and it was like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going through that in college right now. Like every college has their specific, like all the heels that girls have, or the same sneakers, or everyone wears Lululemon, or like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't really know what's cool these days. People are probably wearing sweatsuits now at college. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but every year my college was kind of a different thing. But honestly, by the end, I felt more comfortable in my own skin to wear stuff that like I liked, that just like it might not have been this style or whatever, but like I got more comfortable with it.
Yeah, because here I am interrupting you. Sorry. It's just like we're building up. Even like the Dior lip gloss, like
that's in the that girl aesthetic.
Yeah, like I am hearing that there's like a great dupe for it. I think it's from Revlon. Like it doesn't have to be the Dior lip gloss. Like just put on some lip gloss. And look great. Like doesn't have to be. You could go to
Target and pick it up at checkout.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Charlotte Tilbury lip talk or whatever.
Pillow talk. Lip talk.
Lip talk. We talk with our lips. It can be literally like an elf lipstick. I freaking love drugstore makeup. It's actually sometimes the same amount of quality. It's just you're paying for the brand. And I'm learning this. I'm realizing. So I think it's just I don't know. It's just realizing like what works for you. And it's not even like monetary value stuff. It could, like we were saying earlier, like, oh, you don't like to go for runs. Don't go for a run. Yeah. Habits.
Working on the morning, you know, that's the thing now. It's like, or for a while, I feel like we're kind of getting away from it. It was the like wake up at 5:30 and grind thing. And it was like, oh, you're sleeping until 9. You're a fucking loser. Like, it's like, what?
Like, oh my gosh, I need sleep.
I like to sleep, and sometimes I work better at night. Sometimes at midnight, I'm still hustling on the computer,
Same.
you know?
I'm a night worker. So I think it just depends on like the people. Sorry, I'm not in bed at 8 o'clock reading my book until 9, and then like this and then that, and then it's just like a whole thing. And I can't, and I am not subscribing to it. No mo. It's all about this girl.
Yeah, and this girl might not be invited to everything.
Yeah.
So
and this girl, we do different things. We're not like a lot of the people that are being invited to a lot of these things. They're on different platforms than us, or like they're doing
fashion focused,
very fashion focused. And I had this revelation with my manager, and I was talking to Brooke about it. Like, I like to think I'm fashion focused, but at the end of the day, I think people follow us to like watch our lives, but then they want to see what we're wearing too and like see where it's from. But it's not like, I don't think my content is going to change to the super fashion focused because there's too much I like. Like, I'm really getting into wellness. I love just us talking and being funny, and I don't think I should put myself in this box that I'm not even in. So having that realization too was like really huge.
I really like that. So. Yeah, I get that. I think our followers more so want to know like different, not just like our followers are, because you guys are so cool and like so invested in our lives. I feel like that you'd be more likely to know where we get our sports bras from than what we're wearing to Fashion Week. That's just what I'm picking up.
No,
you know?
Yeah, I mean, I know we don't like focus on likes on Instagram and stuff, but like I get less likes, less engagement on like Fashion Week content than I do like literally like, I don't know, if I was at my grandparents' house in Illinois, which is so nuts, but so cool. Like, you guys just don't care about that. You're like, I mean, I'm sure you guys do, but it's just like a different audience. And so for that, we are so thankful for you guys. We love you guys every day. Like, it's so cool when we meet you guys and you're like, how's Ryan? Or like, how's the fam? Or like, how was that thing you guys did yesterday?
Like, I go to college with your brother. Like, anything like that. Like, those sort of connections are super, super cool.
It's so special. And that's like, it was so hard because for our meet and greets that we had for the live show, they were limited to time. And like, we were getting into such good conversations because you guys we're so close with you guys.
So close. And we just don't know you the same way that you know us, but we'll get there, of course. I know. I always have to remind myself that like, there's people who love you, there's people who appreciate you, no matter, even if it feels like the world's against you. Like, I
know. And it's just, you have to go back to like, a lot of times it's just not against you, it just didn't happen to, like, it's just like it just went another way. I dealt with that with college applications. I know you did too. Like, oh, that was so hard. Like, I literally went to a prep school. People were applying to like Georgia as their safety school and like got in, and then they'd be like, oh, that's my safety school. I'm like, I want that.
Yeah,
so
you're like,
bad.
That's actually my top choice.
Yeah, and UJ is such a good school, but it was just, and
everyone's standards are different though.
Everyone's standards are different. Our grades were definitely different. They deserve whatever they were doing. I deserve whatever I was doing. Like,
yeah, there's people who really like set really, and you don't know what standards their family set on them.
It's a lot. Yeah, the parents are like pressuring them for sure.
A lot of families, like, it's like the sibling type of thing. It's like, this is what you do, this is where you go, you become a doctor or a lawyer, and you follow this specific path. And it's like, I think we're so grateful that like we obviously didn't have that, and that's a challenge in and of itself.
Yeah.
If you guys face that.
Even with like socializing in New York City, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone like goes hard on the weekends, and like I just like can't handle it. Or like going to like, yeah, like I don't know. Do you?
I was gonna say with something with New York that I'm noticing is that I feel like I'm not cool enough.
Yeah.
It's not even like, it's not even for me like the level of like drinking and like partying or whatever. It's literally like logistically, like I know you mentioned that you went to an event or something the other day and you were surrounded by a lot of people that were a little more materialistic, like talking more about like items and things. I can't keep up. Like I personally, and you know, I'm so proud of myself for the life that I've built for myself. And like, I know you are too, like furnishing a gorgeous apartment and everything. And we can't even keep up. Like, what is this standard that these people live in? I get it. Everyone's, you know, you're used to what you're used to. So if you're used to that family background and that was like the people you went to school with, and that was, you know, the life you live now, and you know, like, where do you summer? It's like, I don't know, like, in my backyard? Like, I don't know.
Literally. It's like, oh my God. Like, we're going, like, what are you doing for President's Day weekend? We're going to, like, the Hamptons house. I'm like, what? Like, I don't have that. I mean, I'm so,
like, sweating. I'm like, I'm just staying here.
I don't have plans. I'm just here. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to brunch. I don't know. And it's like, you know, and there's so many different scales, and obviously we have amazing apartments and we have amazing families. We can go back to their houses too and whatever, but it's like, holy crap.
I know. You think that that's enough? It's not. Like, it's I mean, it is enough to us because we're so happy and whatever, but it just goes to show that there's always something else more. And like people are always, oh my God. I've been really bad about that recently though, because I've been like, I don't know, just whenever I interact with people, like I feel like I've been constantly not my friends, it's always like other groups,
people,
that I feel like I've been having to like prove myself a lot, and I'm like, girl, I've already proven myself. Like,
that's
I'm
how
proven.
I felt this weekend, and then I was just sitting. I took a step back, and I was like, I'm happy.
Remember who you are.
Yes, remember who you are, and the game will change. It's serious. Stay in your lane. Focus on yourself, and like we've said it so many times, but like everyone is just focusing on different things. Like someone might be focused more on like getting the guy, getting the girl. Someone might be more focused on their academics. We know that triangle. You can't have it all. It's like social, work/school, happiness, sleep. Like you pick 3. Like it's
that actually makes me feel a lot better, because like I said in the beginning of the episode, I've been definitely struggling with the time thing, with like spending a lot of time with my boyfriend, and then
it's so hard, and I
compromising, and people will, you know, I mentioned in a Q&A, and some people were like, well, don't forget about your girlfriends, because when you guys break up, you're inevitably gonna like, you're gonna go back to them. And I'm like, I have been that friend that people come back to
for years,
every time and time again in my life, and I don't lose friends over it. I'm like, I welcome them back with warm, like, welcome back, like, you know, like, welcome back.
Come, let's go out.
You know?
Yeah.
So for once in my life, if I want to be happy with that, I'm going to allow myself to do that. And it's bringing me joy at this time. So like, let it go live. And if I make my mistakes, I'm going to learn them along the way.
Yeah,
hopefully.
just like surround yourself with who makes you happy in that moment. So if it's for you, it's that, or whatever it may be. Like, it's just, we're constantly comparing ourselves and constantly thinking like, well, if that person's doing it, I need to too. But it's like, nah, fam, they're on a whole different path. We talked about the thorn wolf, and it's so true. Like, we're all just, we're on different chapters. And
it takes people longer. I see so many of these, you know, people that are just hitting their stride at 30, 40, whatever it is. Like, so if you're struggling and you're in your 20s or 30s or, you know, teens, whatever it is, like, there is still so much time. I mean, you see the young people that are killing it, and it's so few. Like, it takes most people years and years to build the stride.
We both started our YouTube channels like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And neither of us have 1 million subscribers. There are some people that hit 1 million subscribers in a year. And that's something I let go of years ago. We're so happy with our community and everything. And Emma Chamberlain was talking on Call Her Daddy podcast about, she's at this point where she's like, I've kind of hit all the miles. Like, I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah.
So like, don't be so focused on that end goal of like you were saying, like if I buy this bag, I'll be happier. Like if I get to this point, this milestone in followers, or I get into this school,
everybody says that. We were talking to a friend the other day. She's like, I keep telling myself when I hit 5 million, I'll be happy. Yeah. I'm like, you can't,
because then you're gonna be like, I want to hit 10 million. Like it
will never be enough. A number value or an item or any of that it's never gonna satisfy you.
You get to the
enough.
top and you're like, I'm bored. Like, what do I do? Like, I could go buy anything I wanted tomorrow. Or if it's not monetary, if it's okay, yeah, sure, you like you get in a relationship and you're happy there, but like, okay, what now? Like, what are you gonna focus on if you're focusing on that for so much? Like, now you have to focus on yourself and like what self-love, and I don't know.
It all comes back to that. You got to stay focused, have a clear-cut plan. We're going to talk about manifestation this episode, but I think we've just talked about too much. So we'll save that for another,
because that'll be a really good episode, or another time.
Yeah.
This was a really good tangent we went on.
I know. I feel like we all need the reminder.
We needed this heavily, and so we'll all like kind of like support each other in this. And if you guys have any anecdotes or tips or anything, like definitely DM us or comment on the Instagram, like when we post about the episode. We'd love to hear, you know, what you guys have to say. And
you guys are all so sweet, so kind.
Yeah, I really, really, really hope that this episode helped all of you in any way. I hope it did. I'm sure it's like a good little hype up on your way to work, school.
I think so too. Yay, you guys are the best.
You guys are the best. I feel like you guys are in the room with us.
I know. We're going to go eat the rest of our Chipotle, get this episode up for you guys, and have a lovely rest of our Valentine's Day. I hope you guys do. Practice self-love today. Well, it's going up after Valentine's Day, but this is my first time in a relationship. Like, I've practiced self-love first.
Absolutely. Listen to some good music. We love you guys so much. Happy Love Day. Happy February.
Bye, guys.
And we'll see you guys soon.